Oops, all Lilianas.
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian and today I'm playing with Liliana, Heretical Healer. But I'm also playing a variety of other Lilianas in this deck because that's the theme. We're playing Liliana and herself and, Professor Onyx, who is also Liliana. Liliana Planeswalkers are great at making your opponents discard, sacrifice, and then reanimating creatures, maybe even all of the creatures in all of the graveyard. A true Rise of the Dark Realms over here. Liliana herself, the commander, does need to transform to become a Planeswalker, though, which happens when another non-token creature dies under your control. So if you can keep Liliana alive and have another creature be sacrificed or force your opponent to kill it, then you end up with Liliana Defiant Necromancer. You also get yourself a zombie token, but you then get this ability to reanimate things, force your opponents to discard, and eventually make it so every single creature dying comes back under your control. In this deck, we're running a lot of self-sacrificing creatures to help flip over to the commander and also keep our opponent's board clear, taking out any indestructible creatures with ease and maybe struggling a little bit with tokens, which is why we have board wipes like Toxic Deluge and Damnation. Being a mono black deck, we're also running targeted sacrifice, creatures that remove our opponent's things, and just some nasty good creatures like Sheoldred the Apocalypse. So let's take Liliana into the queue and start playing she, herself, and more Lilianas. Arwen, Mortal Queen, an indestructible creature that can give up her immortality. I'll start over. Arwen, Mortal Queen, an indestructible creature who can give up her immortality to save somebody else for a turn. And me, who has a hand with not one, not two, but 3 ways to get around indestructible and make people sacrifice things. Let's go. She also gives lifelink and +1/+1 counters, so usually Arwen is played as a Scales deck. Sometimes people will play more around the fact that she is a cheap indestructible creature and do Voltron, make Arwen huge, but maybe they play it more like me. They go wide, they put tons of +1/+1 counters on things. Or maybe they're a Selesnya Elves deck. Why not? I'll use Consuming Corruption to take out Priest of Titania, because I want to save the Triumph for this. Oh look, another Edict! That's really convenient, weirdly so. I will name Human. Guess what? Human. And I think I will play Liliana. I want to save the Liliana's Triumph for when I get bonus value. I know, greed. Demon's Disciple. No Arwen, no Demon's Disciple. No, nothing. Nobody gets to have anything, especially not you. They have a Blast Zone. You could be proliferating the counters on that. Fight Rigging puts +1/+1 counters on a creature each of their combats, and then gets them a free spell once a thing gets big enough. I'll bring out Liliana, Heretical Healer, and a Nethergoyf. Next turn, I may be able to flip Liliana with the Plague Crafter, and then if I get a land, Liliana's Triumph, if there's more things that need to be sacrificed. No, not even you, TJ in the chat. You can't have it. Oh, they mana tithed. I guess I'm glad I played the land before the Liliana. Conclave Mentor, going to turn this 1 counter into 2, and when it dies, they also gain a bunch of life. Oh no, are they fighting Lily? No! Oh, Liliana dies before I can even transform her. I could keep her in the graveyard for the Nethergoyf's escape, but I don't think it's worth it. I'll go for... Well, first I have to manually tap here. Mind Stone. Into Jet Medallion. And I'm only going to get the partial value here, but I'm just thinking about the discounts. They gain 4 life. I could also have waited until they, get their triggers on Fight Rigging. Nah. I don't know, something about 5 mana Liliana just sounds real nice when I have 5 mana. Hey Arwen, do you want to come out and be indestructible? I keep having these. My deck getting these abilities against you was very, very well positioned. All right, they got rid of my discount. Dang it. Liliana, Dreadhorde General. And I'll use her plus since I don't really need to get rid of this Witch Enchanter right away. If any of my creatures die, I draw a card. Thanks, Liliana. Her -4 is also a great way to get rid of the Indestructibles. And maybe even flip over Liliana if I have enough creatures in play. Do I have enough types here? Creature, instant, and artifact. Nope, I only have 3 types for Nethergoyf. I'm hoarding so much dread. Blocking with the zombie. Drawing a card. Ooh, a swamp. Very nice. I don't feel pressured to minus. So plus. Liliana. And I should have manually tapped so it would leave open black mana. Evolved Sleeper. You got fish! Congratulations! We all wish we could have fish. It's a very cute token. And what a nice gift to give. A fish. Usually it's tapped if you're gifting it. Witch Enchanter looks like they want to unload the clones, getting themselves another Witch Enchanter. Who gets a counter? Fish? Okay, the other Witch Enchanter gets a counter. You've got fish. Trying to decide if I'm just like flipping the lily. Yeah, I think this is good. Plague Crafter. I'll sacrifice the Evolved Sleeper. Liliana Flippies. Ooh, another Liliana. They both sacrifice. I'm looking for a land. I'm trying to decide if I want to get rid of this. I think I'm fine. And I will drop...
Time to get my hands dirty.
Oh, they all work so nice together. So Baleful Mastery is such an easy way for me to get rid of Arwen, like with the Indestructible and everything else. But I want to see if I can get Vraska and Liliana and Liliana and Liliana all in place so I can proliferate everybody with Vraska. And they must know that whatever I have in hand must be disgusting for me to choose to discard Baleful Mastery. GG, Arwen. Professor Onyx, or as you may know her, Liliana. We've got Liliana versus herself in the future. This is Liliana as we know her today, a professor at Strixhaven. And this is Liliana as she was in her youth. And then she starts, you know, doing naughty healing called reanimation. Yeah, that people weren't chill about that. What do we have? Ah, removal. Skullport Merchant, interesting. Dire. Relic of Progenitus, crime committing. Black market connections. I am going to drop the black market connections because even though I like to pay the 6, I don't want them to pay the 6. I could hold up the Infernal Grasp. I'd rather play the Arcane Signet to set up for potential double spells in the future and get closer to, like, Liliana Death's Majesty. This Vampire to Dire Moon is... it's Lil. Liliana's is hanging with lilies. If I play this Liliana, she's going to die. I accept the first time I play her, she will be subject to removal spells. Oh no, Liliana! I could keep her in the graveyard because this reanimates. I'm not going to. It would be so weird if she reanimated herself. There's gotta be a rule against that. Oh, I should say what this Onyx does. Make you sacrifice things. Draws you cards. Usually kills you with the -8. It also has this Magecraft to gain you life. So, like, this, them paying the 6, they can gain that life back pretty easily. Not even going to wait, because otherwise I believe they can sacrifice that to itself. Oh, no, they can't. Some creatures can actually sacrifice themselves to these abilities, which is kind of neat. Solar Transformer, they are able to play this Liliana, and I don't quite have enough mana yet. There we go. We can go for discards, that cards, these cards, and those cards. Which one do I want to play? I kind of like setting up for card advantage on the Vraska. So I will have pieces to both draw and move. Okay, so they're killing the Vraska. That's fine. Is the combo in Arena? Oh, Smoke whatever. Plus Onyx? No. I don't remember the name of the card, but I know what you're talking about. The combo is not in Arena. Is it Onyx time? Oh, wait. They used their mana for this, and they don't have another land. Drop the Infernal Grasp. Chain of Smog. Smog, smoke, whatever. That thing. Yes. I will play another Planeswalker. Liliana Death's Majesty. Part of why I'm not going to be playing the Liliana again is because the minus just kills her. Now let's see what we've got in our graveyard. Swamps, Thoughtseize, and Thinksies. The way Chain of Smog works with this in Commander is target player discards 2 cards. They can copy it and may choose new copies. Is that the one? Because you can just keep copying it and just keep copying it and copying it and copying it and copying it. And as you do that, it causes them to die. You target yourself, yeah. And it doesn't matter if you've discarded every card. You don't have cards. You're just hitting them. Thankfully, though, this cannot be your commander in Commander. Can I mill any creatures yet? No. Target player discards a card. You. That's right. Dang, this art goes hard, though. Anoint with Affliction. Okay. They have a Proliferate piece here. Who's swinging? Oh, yeah. You have an ult. I will double block the Murderous Rider. In Oathbreaker, you can have both parts of a combo in your command zone. Oathbreaker, not a balanced format. It's a silly format. I also hate Planeswalkers. Ignore that I'm playing so many of them. It's about the theme. Sleepy. I'm like double checking. What do you do again? I have to read this. It's the Planeswalker deck one. GG, Professor Onyx. Yeah, we were gonna have so many Planeswalkers in play. It's kind of like Elder Spell or Blood on the Snow, or that's it. That's the whole game. GG. Valentin, Dean of the Vein. Or Lisette. It could be both. Could be either. I'm not really sure. Usually it's more mono black Valentin. Makes it so creatures don't die. In fact, they get exiled, which means I cannot flip Liliana if Valentin is in play, because my creatures will just not die. It's only if you cast from hand. Okay. I'm purely doing this to figure out what I want to reanimate. Case of the skeleton. Okay, I said that so badly. This is a 2/1. It's suspected, so it cannot block. It's got menace. And it's also going to, if it dies, allow them to tutor in the future. I got myself a little 3/2 here. Very cool, very funky. I paid a lot of life for that. Please let me have it. Please let me have the rat. Graveyard Trespasser exiles from the graveyard and can also block and trade with the Shinobi. A Surret. Good rat. And we know they have Heartless Act. Shinobi. They block. Oh, right. I already forgot about the thing I said. I can't flip Liliana. Because of you. Because of you. You know what? It's better for Liliana to die to the Heartless Act than the children to die to the Heartless Act. Oh, a pest. The best pest of them all. Children, the Apocalypse sits there and passively drains you for life. Gaining life as well. Oh, wait, they're deck jiggles. Whoa. Whoa! Nice gelatinous ooze. Duress. Staff of Completion goes to the graveyard. These guys have Menace, so I can't block them. Liliana, Death's Majesty. Do I have creatures in the graveyard? I sure don't. Field of Ruin, Liliana, and a plus. Still no creatures in the graveyard. If I kill this, the case will be solved and they'll get to tutor. I think I'd rather just take 2. And then I can take 6. Nice. Can't block? Can't block. I wish I could use the thing here. Make a zombie, do some milling. Ooh, a Cursed Marauder. Again, I cannot do the thing with Lily. Amy, you are remembering that you cannot do the thing with Lily. She does not flip. You don't need to throw Sholdred into things. Anybody want to attack Liliana before she destroys all non-zombie creatures? Can't flip. Amy, you can't flip. No, I can't flip her! My creatures don't die! Ravenous Chupacabra? Why? That gives me a way to get rid of this. It would also kill Sholdred, though. I'm in no rush. Take him out. Why doesn't Lily flip? Because creatures are not dying, which is frustrating and difficult for those of us who would like our creatures to die. Valentin returns. I'll take another 2. Don't you want my creatures to die? Ooh, losing 3 life at the start of your next turn. Why, that sounds delightful. Absolutely wonderful. I go for the key, or do I want the Liliana? I'll start by just swinging in with Sheldred. Yeah, I don't believe they're running Lisette at all. Lisette's though pretty cool. She gives you the everything is Pride Mates and also can get Trample. Not 3/5. Yeah, from their actual draw as well. Down to 9. I actually do kind of want to block that this turn, but I think I'm good for one more because it takes an entire turn cycle for this to get them the bits. Oh, Ruin Raider, I have to discard, right? Oh no, that's a Bob. It's a Bob that found them a found that was that drill bit. It's a discard spell. I'm trying to decide if I just like board wipe here. Could swing in with everything first. I think I'll just swing in. The zombies will live. Again, all my stuff just gets exiled if it dies here, but they can't afford to block Lily with enough stuff to kill it. But I need Valentin dead first if I wanted to, like, kill and reanimate. Okay, great. They gain 1. Okay, who's actually in my graveyard from the mills? Oh, Marauder. Oh, I love Marauder. Yogchamp. What costs 2 mana and would be good? How about getting a ton of life? Proliferating. That gives them a tutor. We wait until they cast the drill bit. Liliana's Edict make them discard too. Oh yeah, that's in the deck. Doc, stop. You are so willing to pay life for cards. Like, good for you. Wish I could have flipped my commander. Bristly Bill Spine Sower. That is going to be a big cactus. This is a landfall scales deck, meaning landfall, put a +1/+1 counter. And as they do that, their creatures get huge because Bristly Bill can even double the counters on your creatures. Of these, they actually have a repeated, very good ability. So I'm going to go for the stronger of the two, Kodama. Those things would be giving Bill trample, and I don't want that to happen. They sure did not play Bristly Bill on 2. Okay, have a goif. Were there just seagull noises in the game, or are there seagulls outside my apartment? I know that's a really weird question to be asking. People in chat, did you just hear seagulls? Am I plagued by madness? Seagull madness? Not to be confused with any other kind of madness. It was in the game? Phew. I'm only slightly mad. Does Felmire make seagull noises when you play it? I mean, sure. I just have to like be like, were there seagulls outside? Because sometimes there are seagulls outside. Seagulls eating bagels. They've brought out the Dryad. Play Liliana. And sit. And chill. And vibe. I've gotten rid of both of these trample givers, but now they have the ability to play additional lands and get to that Primeval Titan really fast. Bringing out Bristly Bill because they want those landfalls, and they're going to get some landfalls off Entish Restoration. They can tap this for mana before it sacrifices itself. Sure, why not? It gets you the Dryad. Gets you the Entish Restoration. And if they make the Dryad into a 4-power creature, they'll get an additional land off Entish Restoration. They did not do that, though. You missed out. You missed out, buddy. You could have had so much. If only you would put the counter on the Dryad. They missed out on 1 land. They can very much play this Primeval Titan next turn. And I'm hoping they attack, because I would like to block with the Nethergoyf. Cool. This will flip Liliana. Bloop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Flippity dippity. Bam. Love it. There it is. Oh, Liliana's Triumph. That's not even what I was going to do this turn, but now it is. I do control a Liliana Planeswalker.
A little death never hurt anyone.
We both discard. I'll discard the Refurbished Familiar.
This is more enjoyable than slaying demons.
I'll play Lily.
No more distractions.
That's a Rogue's Passage. Okay. Make it shrink.
Sorry, I'm not familiar.
And an Urza's Cave. They can double the counters on Bristly Bill, make him considerably stronger. He's a 4/5. You swinging in? I got a zombie to block. With words. Scraps? My cat just, like, in response to me saying that, went like, ah! How many Lilianas am I running? A couple. Hi, Scraps. Do you want to be on the video? Little kitty, come on up. Come say hi to all of our friends. I will do -1, 2, 3 to bring out the Disciple. Yes, girl, I know. You make such sweet little sounds when you're begging for attention. Come here. Come here. This is my cat. She's very cute. I love her very much. And soon, there will be more Lilianas. I think Liliana would like my cat. I like my cat. Plagon, Lord of the Beach. It's a big booty blank deck. They will be playing creatures with a higher toughness than power, allowing those creatures to attack in, still using that power, but the power is their toughness. And then, usually, like, drawing tons of cards, because Plagon does that. You can blink other stuff, too. Legit Medallion. Okay, I only have 2 mana. At least I have discard. Which card? This card! It's the Thoughtstalker Warlock. I haven't dealt damage to them, so they just discard whatever card they want. What's the plan with this deck? Alright, this is a good plan. Ready? Step 1, you play Liliana. Step 2, you play Liliana. Step 3, you play Liliana. Step 4, I mean, there's some other stuff in here, too. But it's about the Lilianas. There's a bunch of them in the deck. Like, a lot of them in the deck. Here comes Plagon, drawing a card. Did you drop a creature? Okay, I think this is the best move. I'm going to reanimate your Soul Herder. And I will blink my Thoughtstalker Warlock. It will come back. And then I get to make you discard. But since I dealt damage to you, I get to pick. Okay. What do we got? Oh no. Oh no, I don't like any of this. I don't like those. I don't like them at all. It's all bad. Valkyria, so I can't deal damage? No, I mean, I can still deal one, but, I... I could still, like... blank. I mean, it still makes the Soul Herder bigger to do it. Even if I can't make them discard unless I sacrifice something. Bats? What is... Don't bite my foot. Okay, she just ran out. They're taking an extra turn. All right. Yeah, my cat came in during the last game, walked around to the back of the computer, hopped down, bit my foot, and left. Just normal cat behavior. Yeah, I wonder if I should have gone for just, like, Nether Goyf making the discard that turn. Oh, and now she's throwing up. I have 2 lands. Yay, Soul Herder. Girl, no. Oh, poor princess. This is each? Okay, this is each. So I'm going to use Oath of Liliana to make them sacrifice a creature. Attack in with all of these. I believe they have a free block on the Soul Trader here. I would really love to have another land. Girl, you good back there? Yeah, once I get to 3, I can get a 4th land. Lands? They're in there. I think I'm doing pretty dang good, all things considered, right? They're drawing tons of cards. I'm not actually making them discard at this point. I can make them discard. If I had more lands. It's like I can play Liliana, but they're not killing the creatures, so I would probably manually kill my creature to flip it. Destroy all tapped creatures. Alright, in response, I'll sacrifice the Soul Herder to get a treasure. I'm actually considering sacrificing this to get a treasure as well. I'm pretty desperate for mana. I've done it. Blinking Plagon and drawing 2 cards. They have the ability to do some toughness power stuff. Now I'll only draw lands, yeah. It's like we know. Just gonna take out these bad boys. Make that blinking a little less hard. Bring out the Liliana. That will get me a zombie. And I need swamps. Are they stifling? Oh my god, you monster! He stifled me getting swamps! Honey, I know you threw up. Oh, my little sweetheart, where are you? He's yelling, so I'll clean it up. No, honey, I'll do it between games. You cats are so silly. Oh god, the Soul Herder Sun Titan. Oh no! This is hateful. It really is. Yes, hi, Scraps. She's very, Mom, I flew up. Mm-hmm. Yes, I love you too, girl. I get a swamp. Oh, what wealth! I can risk it on the offers and conditions. I can make it so their Soul Herder cannot stay on the battlefield. I think we risk it. Offers and conditions. 2 random cards. Whenever I draw a card, gain 2 life. And our Guardian. You technically have some creatures. I'm gonna go for that. And I have to lose 6 life. Whenever I draw a card, exile the top of your cards. Yeah, that's fine. They just bring it back. I do get one of those. I need it to be a secret. Okay, Nethergoyf. That's fine. Because I have to be able to pay 1 to target them or their permits. Girl? I love cats so much. But they are sure like this. There's a complexity shopper at the bottom. Oh, I'm on Team Complexity. It's an esports team. You can buy cool gear that, like, reps the players. They have a really cool, like, Halo shirt in the shop right now. And some flashback gear to our old logo that looks kind of like the Hurricanes logo. We're esports. We are esportes. They're gonna draw so many cards this turn. Yeah, this game will be the one where the cat was a little troublemaker. Rip Dapper Davrield's discard dude. I'm a little surprised that they're not throwing the flyer this, but I guess they want to kill Davriel. Witch Enchanter, please don't get rid of my Jet Medallion. It's the only thing that's letting me do anything. It's fine. This is fine. Look how big my Goyf is. I have a way to get mana. Is it what I want to be doing? No. Does it work? Yes. Oh gosh, the tutor. Mm-hmm. They were gonna flicker and do it all anyway. Yeah, I know. You getting a recruiter, Brawl, Ornithopter? What's the vibe? Recruiter, that lets them tutor. We'll get to see what they tutor. Archaeomancer! Hi, being used for loops. Delicious loops. I want to ult. The cheapest way for me to ult is killing my own zombie. Or I'll just use it on the Goyf. Okay. Yes. I need mana.
The others continue. I'll be even more my magic is quite
8 mana. How many cards in a graveyard? Some number. I know. Just give me a second. There's a lot happening, and it's all very scary for me. They can bring it back. That's fine. I only have 4 swamps. But now I have
too much.
a lot of mana. I have 16 mana. Until I don't. Until what's happening here? Temporal... Oh, right. That's an infinite loop. I actually forgot that there was a temporal manipulation. Alright, so what's happening here is... Archaeomancer each turn is going to get Blink. They're going to bring back temporal manipulation. They're going to cast temporal manipulation. I die. Eventually, they're breaking through this line. They're getting more value than I can handle. Because my damage is not dealing as much damage as I'd like, I don't have many good ways to do anything. So, no matter what, I lose.
Fine.
Eventually.
See, I'm not
Eventually, I lose. Now, this is going to take them a whole lot of turns, so I'm not going to make you sit through it, and I'm going to concede. I think I did a pretty dang good job considering my stellar lack of mana that game. GG. Voren collects. It's big, it's green, it's stompy, and it's got reach. Yes, I am always going to remind people that he's got reach. I have a nice turn 1. I've got removal on 2. I got a board wipe. I don't think this is bad. I'll keep it. Well, I've got a board wipe if I can get some mana for it. For now, though, I've got a little Goyf. I've got some kill spells, and that's pretty good to start. Unfortunately, because they go first, they will be rampant, and I cannot stop that ramp until I can fire off the bitter triumph at the Delighted Halfling. More ramp. Oh, dang it. I am going to moitalize the Hobbit. I could have discarded like Key to the Archive just to make my Nether Goyf bigger. Not gonna bother. This is just me trying to slow them down a tiny bit and maybe steal it for myself. I have the Damnation next turn though if I need it. Like if I am very desperate. Oh, Tribute to the World Tree draws them a card when Voren Collects enters. Yes, hello, young lady. I'm going to play the Shambling Ghast. Sacrifice the Shambling Ghast. Kill the Elvish Mystic. Play Liliana. I know I wish I could have had the Liliana out before I sacrificed a creature. Just not a good way to order that. Oh, hello, kitty. You're so funny. Yeah, I know you threw up earlier. Mwah! He needed me to know. Uh-oh, scoop bugs. So that's what the board wipe will be for eventually. And these are big bugs thanks to the tribute. I am just going to sacrifice the Goyf. Flip the Liliana. And wipe the board. Sorry, zombie. Oh, thank you, Pika Miner, for the 53-month resub. Thank you so much. I'll drop the key here. Oh, hello, Heretical. Heretical a little risky for me to reanimate because I do get the card, but if it ever dies, it goes back under their control. They don't have any cards there. What do I have in my graveyard? I got some decent stuff. Oh, they left. Okay. Is it because of the kitty? Actually, probably just that I have a big old Liliana. That would do it. GG. Brawl, Crackling Wit, and scraps of very purry kitty. This Brawl gets more loyalty the more non-creature spells you cast. Makes otters with prowess and is an otter. Because he went to Bloomborough, he turned into an otter. All right, scraps, you're gonna help me pick this out, all right? Turn and burn. Bolt Wave, Tail's End, Gutter Snipe. I'll hit the Tail's End. This Brawl also can give everything in your deck store, meaning that you cast it and it gets copied based on the number of spells cast in a turn. Ow, okay, rude. That sure was a Bolt Wave to my face. Play Tiny Bones. Look, it's Tony. You want to turn him into a weird? Yeah? You want to burn? What's the vibe here? I also thought about hitting Tome of the Infinite just because I hate this card. Is it otters? I mean, it might be. I'll play Liliana next. Swing in for 1. I think there's also, like, playing Ironcrag to get Vrask out next turn would be good. Oh, that makes an otter. Scraps, what are you doing? Let's not question it. I'm going to use my friend Tony to make them discard a card. What are you doing? You playing with the unicorn? Hair tie? Highlighter? Poker chip for the podcast, The Howling Salt Mine? Pen? $5 bill? She looked up at that one. Loot? No, it's headphones. It's always headphones with you, girl. Oh, she started taking a screenshot. Good cat. They're burning. And she dies. I don't mind. Mwah. I was kind of hoping they would kill Tiny Bones, but they would need to do different stuff for that. Tome of the Infinite. All right. I'm going to play this fairly acquired land. I brought it from home. Because I have so many Planeswalkers, I'll just bring out the Vraska. She is sure sitting on the mouse, aren't you? Mwah. Ooh, Inquisition of Kozilek. That seems good against them. Oh, Scraps, you're so cute. A Duress. Oh, there goes Soren. Or maybe yeah, I think Soren's the right pick. And they leave. Because they've seen what's in my hand, and they do not like it. GG. Ashiok, Nightmare Weaver, the 3-mana Ashiok that exiles cards from your library and then can put creatures from exile into play. I like that I have a little bit of Planeswalker damaging removal here, Tiny Bones, and oh, look at that, a Dark Ritual. I don't really actually want to Dark Ritual into Liliana here. That's not going to greatly benefit me since I'm pretty sure they'll have a good combination of kill spells, counter spells, and board wipes, which will not feel too good if they just take out my commander. I'll swing in for 1. Play Ironcrag. This Demon's Disciple is a good way for me to hit this Ashiok since I can't actually deal much damage to it. It comes in with 3 loyalty and then ticks up to 5 immediately. And I'm not even going to attack it. Demon's Disciple. Bye-bye, Ashiok. And bye-bye, Demon's Disciple. I guess I could have Dark Ritualed, brought out Liliana first, just so I'd be able to flip her this turn. I don't think that would have been a bad move. Ooh, Deekmuk Desperado. I guess this might be an Ashiok mill deck. Well, that's fun. Going to use Oath of Liliana to get them to sacrifice that Desperado. And I'm not sure if I want to Dark Ritual to try to steal it. I don't think that's worth it. I'm just going to attack in. Decline to cast and hold up my Consuming Corruption. Able to deal 4 damage to a Planeswalker creature. Okay then. Liliana? He's getting countered. I'll just move it back to the command zone. I can't without the Dark Ritual. I'm going to exile it. Oh, Tiny Bones has to walk the plank. I might bring him back. I want to save this, I think, for the Demon's Disciple, though. Just because it's so difficult to get rid of Planeswalkers. Like, even Consuming Corruption, until I get another Swamp, does not kill an Ashiok that is plussed. Oh, they're using Make Disappear. Or sorry, yeah, it's Make Disappear. And I will use Dark Ritual so I can pay that. I will not flip that. And you know what? I have 1 extra mana. I'm going to flip Lily. Right? No, but they have nothing for me to make them drop. I can use Liliana to reanimate that in the future. Her -X is kind of similar to Ashiok, but it uses my graveyard instead of cards in exile. The bug. I do have some attacking here, which is good. They exile the top 3. They did get a creature. Plague Crafter's a good one. That's a swamp. I'm not even going to bother attacking. Just corrupt them. Swing in with Liliana and Tiny Bones. Get myself my funky little life gain. Sacrifice Tiny Bones to the Voren Soul Trader. That will get me a treasure. And then use the -1. Oh, it's non-legendary. Never mind. Use the +2. My hand's empty. Why not? Sets me up just right for the Demon's Disciple. I forgot. Non-legendary creature. Liliana. Why? They've got 6 mana. I assume they're running Blood on the Snow because they have snow-covered islands and swamps. Well, would you look at that? They're going for destroying all creatures. They can bring back Brewvac. I will just pay some extra life here to get some extra treasures. What do you do? That. Bye-bye, Brewvac. Just keep attacking that hand.
My packs give me strength.
Liliana Death Mage. Seems like it has a nice way to just destroy somebody if they have enough creatures in grave. But mostly, that's just utility. Recurring things, killing things. Yes, it's a Planeswalker deck card, but it's still Liliana. GG. Amalia, Benavides, Aguirre. She's out here, gaining life, getting huge, exploring, putting things into the graveyard if she doesn't want them, or keeping them on top to draw next turn. Going to be a lot of Pridemate-like effects, little guys in this deck. And we'll see if we can trade with some of them, with things like Tiny Bones to flip over Liliana, or just take things out of their graveyard. That works too. They could just throw down a swamp, bam, Amalia time. This Tiny Bones, by the way, has been sort of an all-star in this deck. I played like 20 games with this deck before I started recording. And the games where Tiny Bones shows up, oh, those are the finest games. So now they have 2 different ways to gain life. I could edict one of them. I am going to offer them a trade in these trying times. I ain't taking it. Jet Medallion, I want my stuff to cost less. Here comes Amalia. They'll gain a life from her entering. Soul Warden on top. I'll put it in the graveyard. I want it. Tiny Bones wants to pick that pocket. Leon and Vanguard. That will also gain them a life at the start of combat. And then they get another life gain from the Healer's Hawk. Too much life gain. I think I should just bop the Amalia. She's too big. She got too big too fast. I'll pay the 3 life. Ow. And I'm not going to swing with Tiny Bones here because I'd like to wait until I have the Liliana out to get the trade. Do I go Edict or Chupacabra? I went for Chupacabra there because I wanted to make sure I was killing Amalia. Bloodchief's Thirst plus Liliana, then an attack was another line I kind of liked. Wow, that's a lot of little life gain, guys. Extremely number go up. Yeah, you gain a life. We all know you're gaining life. Sacrifice one. Come on, who's it gonna be? I want to steal. I'll take a Vanguard. I'm just surprised they didn't trade for it. We play it, they gain life. Thanks, Soul Warden. Yeah, I'm surprised to see this deck not running Lurrus as a companion, since they are running all of the little tiny life gainers. Maybe they are running some big permanent spells to help this out. Soulmender to gain life? Sure! Healer's Hawk to gain life. Life Creed Duo gaining life. Soul Warden, everybody's gaining life here. I'm gonna play Tiny Bones. I actually should have done this in the other order, but I forgot. Bloodchief's Thirst, hitting that Soul Warden. Yeah, sure, everybody get in here. Now I will be the one who gains life. They do have 31 life still. So long as I can keep yoinking these little dudes, I'm happy. Soulmender taps, they gain 1 life. They don't have a 4th land yet, or they would have played it. They missed a land drop. Yeah, they don't need much mana. Would I like to move my commander to the command zone? I do have this Liliana able to reanimate, but I'm gonna save it for something else. Yeah, she doesn't flip because she died. Oh, cool. Liliana's Triumph. I'm going to go for the plus here. And I'm saving the minus for, like, Ravenous Chupacabra. Ravenous Chupacabra is just... It's a kill spell. It's a 2/2. It's great with Lily. Also, I can just plus this up and then everything that's not a zombie can be obliterated. Wow, another Soul Sister. They missed a land drop, but I'm also on 4. They're on 3. Swinging in. You don't need to run too many lands in an Amalia deck because the Explorers have a chance of finding you lands, but they kept that Soul Warden on top. Nice! That's a good way to drain me out. Marauding Blight Priest. Ravenous Chupacabra. Followed by Liliana's Triumph. They also have to discard because I do have a Liliana Planeswalker. Is that Flare of Fortitude? Oh, it sure was. It looks like we're winning, but part of that's because they just didn't get the resources. GG. The Scarab God. This is a very strong card that can be played in two major ways. The first one is control, stealing your things from the graveyard, getting giant zombies, draining your opponent, killing and countering all of their things. Or a zombies deck. The zombies deck is a lot less strong because it's just, you know, it's blue-black zombies, but it is really fun. Also, thank you so much to Determination to gifting a sub to Shoni Two-Tone. Hi, Scarab God. Now, I'm a little worried about all my stuff getting countered since we don't have too much anti-counter stuff here. But at least I get to ramp. Mind Stone coming down on turn 2. Next turn, I could play Key, I could play Liliana, I could play Liliana. We have Keys and Lilianas. I'll go for Key, since they have what looks like it could be Tail's End mana. D-Spark, Lightning Helix, claim to first ward. I will take this D-Spark, and I will drop Baleful Mastery, because they're essentially doing the same thing for me. De-sparking the Scarab God is one of the few ways to get rid of it. You have to counter it, exile it, or it will just keep coming back. I've got lots of mana here. How about Liliana, Heretical Healer? Is it going to get Tails Ended? It didn't! Liliana the Last Hope. Ah, the price of fame. The price of fame is decline. I'm gonna use this Liliana's -2 to bring it back.
When I win, I'll stop.
Liliana back in hand. Well, the price of fame is only 2 mana because you're killing a legendary creature, as opposed to 4 mana otherwise, so you get a discount. Rusko! Yeah, that tells me a lot about your deck. Because they have the reanimation ability, killing Rusko does not do enough. I'm going to just de-spark it. I got other ways to deal with you. You hate that old man? Me too! Aklazot's coming in hot. I will give no creature -2/-1. You want to trap him in a Saw-style puzzle made of his clocks? Yeah, that sounds good. I have 5 mana. You could play the Scarab God, but I want to make you discard. Discard and then discard some more. They did not cast anything. They could use Fountain Port. We have this Edict. Before attacks, I'm going to play Liliana in case they have a way to kill this. Okay, yeah, they were going to kill it anyway. It becomes a land. This is actually pretty cool. At least I think it's cool. He does kind of look like the crazy inventor from Beauty and the Beast. I want to draw a card. Oh, Pajukabog. There's a Rona in their graveyard. There is no Rona in their graveyard. If Rusko was Belle's dad, you think Gaston may have had a point? He was in here last night, raving! I'm just going to kill Atros. Just fire it off. We get to play a mini game. Here, you have a choice between 2 mystery cards and a fairy mastermind. They took the 2 mystery cards. They could use some lands, and they could reanimate that later. I'll swing in with Liliana again. I can't flip that until I play this. Dang, that's a little bit less devotion. Boo-hoo. Doesn't matter. Gary hits for 6. We flip Aquazot's back over, and I will plus targeting nobody. Ethel says he was talking about dealing damage to us with every non-creature spell he cast, and then shuffling his cards back into her deck and drawing 7. I don't even know what a card is. Yeah, everybody in town just thinks he's crazy. Yeah, I got Chupa thingy. Scarab God in play. They don't have enough mana for the reanimation. They're playing the Enigma Jewel, which they can use to help activate the ability, but it does come in tapped. I'm attacking in with everyone but Liliana. Everyone but Liliana. This says an opponent's controls, so unfortunately I can't, like, intentionally kill the Gray Merchant, bring it back, cast it again. But, like, what a cool play that would be. Ravenous Chupacabra? You got 1 mana. Is it Birdify? Oh, Pact of Negation. Well, you really want to keep that Scarab God alive? Let me, deny you this. I'm going to bring back Ravenous Chupacabra with Liliana. Off the Scarab God and pass the turn. They have to pay 5 here. And with 5 mana paid, can you use this? No, only to activate abilities. Okay, so they cannot use the Enigma Jewel. They could decline. They could. Yeah, I was like thinking if we could bring back the Gray Merchant, like if they kill it, we would have lethal. Can you Tails End Pact of Negations trigger? You can. God. That's not a god, that's a zombie. I know, it's in my deck too. It's great. Oh, finally! We get to flip the Lily! I want to kill them with Gary, though. I want to kill them with Gary. Nah, I can do it. I'll have less devotion. I don't need that much devotion. I'll have enough. Enough to hit him with Gary. Sweet. GG, Tiberius and the Scarab God. Jace Vryn's Prodigy. He loots, flips over, and then is, like most Jaces, an annoying Planeswalker. I have some removal in hand. I have a Liliana. I've got a big old thing that will help them flip over Jace, but maybe steal another Jace from their deck. I suspect that this deck will be a tempo deck, playing a lot of counter spells to protect Jace, and actually not even playing him until fairly late in the game. Since you don't need to, there's no reason to other than getting the loot. Oh, never mind, here he comes! I'm eating him. Consuming. Yeah, it's like, just kidding, there he is. There he goes. I am, because of the type of deck that they are playing, going to try to land Liliana here. Yeah, nice free counter spell. Subtlety. All right, sure. They're going to put Liliana back on top of my deck. Playing this, landing this, the reason I want to do this is because if I can tick her up to ult, and blue would have to bounce her to get rid of her, this is a very hard ult to deal with. It's just zombies on zombies on zombies and zombies. But now that they have mana, I don't know if it's going to work. Let's try. Liliana, the last hope. Hey, she resolved. Love that for her. Let's see if they flash out a creature. Maybe a Malcolm or... Oh, Tidebinder. Not only is this a 3-2 that turns off the ability, it also can attack her. Getting bonked. I will lead with Drown in Ichor, see if I can get rid of the Tidebinder. So I can activate Liliana. 3 steps ahead. It's a counterspell. Have a Liliana to go with my Liliana. I can't activate any of these abilities while this is in play. Liliana is being put into witness protection, and other Liliana is going to die.
Typical.
Yeah, let me steal a Jace. I'm playing the lands first, by the way, because of all the taxing counterspells, the things that are like, you have to pay 2, you have to pay 3, you have to pay 1. I've been gotten by a centaur before. Legitimate business, Lily. Yeah, she's a doing business. She's having a normal one. She's having a regular time. Actually, I don't want to block that. Let's see what we get on Breach the Multiverse. The ability to help them flip that. Cyber Siphoner and Subtlety. Wow, Subtlety. I will take the Cyber Siphoner. It will bring back Breach the Multiverse. And on my side, I'm pretty sure I have... Oh... Yeah, it's a good card. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. Liliana did great for me, and I had to cut a lot of the games from the video because our opponents were conceding really early. A lot of people do not like it when you make them discard. They don't like it when you kill their creatures, so they won't play out the games. But thankfully, I did get a good number of opponents willing to duke it out with Liliana and her crew of other Lilianas. This deck is very fun, and I like the Oops All Liliana's theme of it, though I will say, if you'd like to build around Liliana Heretical Healer for herself and not for this theme, you absolutely can, and it would be a very different deck list. You'd be running a lot more mono-black sacrifice pieces, making it more similar to a Jadar or a Yara deck, anything like that. Braids as well, all very good mono-black sacrifice commanders. Good ways to flip her over, make use of that zombie, and maybe even do more things with her reanimation. And also the ult. I did not manage to pull off the ult in this video, but I did it a few times before I started recording, and it was so nasty every time I did, because it's just, hey, I kill things, and now they're mine. I sacrificed my own creatures, and they're back. Every single turn, I was just sacrificing all of my creatures, and then bringing them all back. So if you manage to pull that off with some of the proliferates, or just by sitting there and +2ing, it's really, really good. I think I may have said before, but the deck is in the description below. And if you'd like to suggest a commander, please leave a comment. Also, let me know if you liked this video. This was a recommended commander, and I try to build various commanders that people ask me to build. I let Twitch chat vote on them, twitch.tv/Amazonian. That's my main channel. And this one beat out the 5-color Omnath, Stella Lee, Drolf the Fleshwright, and Dina Soul Steeper. So sorry to those commanders, but Liliana took it out in our poll because, I don't know, people like new cards that are also old cards that are also neat cards. Hi, Liliana. You're a cool lady. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.